Alright, welcome back. So we're gonna try to continue on where we last left off, which was, I think we were having issues with the button not working. So let's try to figure out why. Alright, so hmm. Let's try creating another button. Hmm. It's very odd. So it works. So either I think I did something here, or I did something here that prevented it from recognizing the buttons. Start menu. Yeah, alright, so we probably missed something because start menu is the tutorial that I followed. So let's go back and see what they did. Oh, could it be this event system? Weird, I thought I would add it. So let's see if that's the actual problem. So we're just gonna copy this, put it here, and launch it. Yep, so it's the event system. Oh, I see. That's the issue. Alright, alright. But I usually think that when I create a canvas, it creates an event system too. Wonder why it doesn't. Yeah, it creates one. I wonder why it didn't do that last time. Oh, that's weird. Alright, at least we solved the issue. And yeah, let's continue on. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. So let's go to this component, have this highlighted, and then put it to here. Let's see how it looks like. It's clicked. I guess it's fine. This one, normal color. Yeah, this one should have just been white. And then normal color should have been green. And highlighted would be a darker version of it. So It's like a darker version. That would do, and let's just see how it looks. Yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty decent. Alright, so next we'll make a new scene. This will be the success screen is what they called it. So we need a win screen, or win scene. Win screen scene. Let's rename this to win screen scene. Start menu, or I guess we don't need to call it a screen, right? Or scene. Yes. So in our winner screen, I guess we'd have like Merlin smiling. So Merlin smiling. Oh, wizard. It's PNG. And we could also make it so that, well, I'm actually thinking, is this PNG? But yeah, I'm also thinking like if every time you say no, he has like an angry face. And this one, oh, I can't use that. We need to look at PNG. I guess this one will do. Instead of saying maybe Merlin, maybe just smiling wizard PNG. Is this PNG? Download not attribution required. Sure. Download PNG. It's fine. Go to our images and then oops, wrong one. Wrong thing to do. Only textures with width height being multiple of 4 can be pressed to DXT5 format. I don't know what that means. Alright, so we got the canvas to have, nope. So I guess what I should make a habit of is changing this canvas scaler to scale with the screen size, and then make it 1920 by 1080, and we should have no more issues with the screen, I think, I hope. Alright, so in our canvas, we're gonna create the image. This image will contain the wizard, and then we'll go to set native size, and then we'll have a text. We'll call this happy wizard, and then we'll create a text mesh pro. Where's it? UI text mesh pro. Use W so we can move it around. We can edit it. We can go to font and just change this. So now we can have it like that. 100. Get the triangle tool or rectangle tool, and then just increase it. And then So this is anchored from the bottom. How about like that? I guess that's more centered, isn't it? Just like a little bit above. Cool. And we'll call this success caption. And then we're going to move that towards the top here and say yes. Or not yes, or how about I am the greatest number wizard. Increase the size of this. Start to move it. Anchor it towards the top, I guess. But like kind of center it a little bit. Like that. Cool. Change the text color to like yellowish. And then we have a button where it says play again. So for UI, button, move this down here. Use the rectangular tool. Hold shift so we can keep the aspect ratio the same as originally started. Anchor it towards the bottom. Move it up a bit. And then within the button, this is the play again button. We're going to create a new, oops, not the camera. We're going to create text. Play again text. And then this one will also, wait, yeah. We're going to create text mesh pro. I'll call this play again text. Dare to test me again. And then the magician, how about 60? Change the color of the button to match that of the previous one, so we can save it. Go to our scenes, go to start menu, just to grab the same color as the button here. Or rather, what I could have done was, oops, this canvas. What I could have done is just copy this button here, and then go here, and then pasted this here. And essentially just change it to my liking, right? I guess that's what I should have done. Alright. But play again button. Play again text. And then we're gonna the button. We're gonna anchor this towards the bottom, center, just kind of increase it. Oh wait, actually, I keep forgetting I could use these arrows. So then we can kind of just, so that we don't move it in between these axes, just kind of center it. And then of course change the text to dare to challenge me. Okay. Decrease the font size to like 50. I mean, it looks small, but it shouldn't be that small. Like, dare to challenge me again. Click on it. So yeah, we're done with the screens. I'm gonna leave it as that because I feel like I'm taking way too long for this. So now we have our 3 screens. The start screen, the play screen, and then the winning screen, the success screen. Probably gonna speed it up a bit because he's just going over what he did. I noticed that the button's changing. Maybe I need to make it larger or make the font smaller. How about 40? Then is your number, I feel like the guest number needs to be anchored towards the bottom of the speech bubble, right? Huh, weird. Maybe it wasn't anchored before, that's why it froze. Still kind of moving. I guess that's fine. Yeah, so what he's doing, so his text couldn't fit in within the button too, so he just resized the button. Oh, they actually could alter the text a bit with oh, never mind. If they use Text Mesh Pro, then they could have altered the spacing options. So for example, let's go here, go to canvas, play again button. are able to control the spacing here. So 20 characters. That looks pretty good actually. And then line. I probably don't understand how that works, but I guess over time I'll learn how to. But I do know for the time being, so I can edit it so I can match to whatever I like, I guess, for now. Alright, so now we're gonna be learning how to use the button so I can load a new scene. So kinda how this works. This looks like a simple flow. Yeah, cyclical flow. Zero, 1, 2. So just going through the logic of how to iterate through the scenes. It's just going. He's just saying that we can iterate through it by just incrementing our index value to access the next or corresponding scene element. I think in our array or list, whatever we're using. This will load this will be responsible for loading the scenes. Resetting the transform centers this empty object into our game. So now we're going to add a script. they said that we're not going to use these. Using the namespace. So before we continue, let's try to understand. Let's try to look at the library for a bit, just to get like the idea. Unity. Oops. I think it froze. So Unity scene management. I just want to get an idea of like what it is. Scene manager. So definition. Is that this one? Description: load the scene by its name or index and build settings. Oh, so I feel like we're gonna probably use something like this. So he's using scene management. Could it have been deprecated already? So we have to use scene manager. So let's go check it out. Scene manager. Scene. Or it seems like a more specific subclass of scene management. So maybe by using the scene management namespace, it also considers this. Alright, we'll just go with what he has for now. If there's any errors, then I have at least an idea what it could possibly be. Load next scene. Oh, he wants us to do what? He says create a public method called load next scene with no return type. So that would be public void load next scene. Void doesn't make sure that it doesn't need to return any value. So this is to get the current scene's index, right? But I'm not quite sure what build index really does. So let's go check it out. So we get the active scene, gets the currently active scene. Alright, so why did we need to build the index? Here it is. So return the index of the scene in the build settings. Scene.build index varies from 0 to the number of scenes in the build settings minus 1. I think it's minus 1 because I think it's indexing using computer numbering, or the way the computer numbers things. Oh yeah, it says it in the next line. Alright, so the first scene is at position 0. Build settings have an index from 0 to 4. Unity ignores any numbers in a scene name. For example, if you can add a scene called scene 15 to a list of 5 scenes, Unity gives it a build index of 5. Oh, I see. So even though if you named it in corresponding to how you indexed your scenes, the way you index them, or I guess they're completely different to how Unity does it. So like the name, so even if you name the scene with a certain number, it doesn't see that as like a priority, like even if you think it is. I guess in the background it works just by like seeing which scene is being like in a stack or something. A scene that is not added to the scenes and build window returns a build index 1 more than the highest in the list. For example, if you don't add a scene to a scenes and build window that already has 6 scenes in it, and the scene build index returns 6 as an index, and we know that's an index out of bounds considering we are starting with 0 as our first number. Alright, so I guess the most important thing is that it returns the index of the scene in the build settings, and then the build settings is when we run the game, and then I guess the current build. Maybe I'll understand it as we go on, but at least I know that it returns the index of the scene in the build settings, right? And then the the get active scene gets the current scene, and then gets the index of that current scene, because I guess that current scene is part of the build, so then it just returns the index of it, and in our code that's where it'll store in our current scene index. And then since we want to load the next screen and now we have the current index value, we just iterate by adding a 1 to the current scene index to move on to the next scene. Oh wow, we actually get to see build settings. Oh, alright, and that kind of makes sense now. So this, it refers to here then, not what I thought it was, which was like working in the background. So there's actually a way to make it so that you can kind of mess with the build settings. Oh, that kind of makes sense to me now. So essentially now how I see it is that it returns the index from whichever the current screen is at. So if currently we're in core game, then it returns a 1. If we're on win screen, it returns the 2, depending on the build settings. And that's why, like, even though, like, let's say this was start menu 3, core game 1, win screen 100, it doesn't matter because we had to organize it, I guess, in the beginning when we're building our game, and we have a setting to organize the um, the order. Oh wait, we have an error. The namespace already contains definition for scene loader. What? I wonder why we can't access it. Scene loader name, run in edit mode, tag, cancel, send message. It doesn't have it. Oh wait, yeah, sorry, we still have to do this error. Namespace, global namespace already contains the definition. Line 5, column 14. Oh wait, yes. But column line 5 is an empty line. Scene manager, get active scene, build index, current scene index. Alright, well, since I don't know how to solve it, to the internet is the namespace already contains it. I think I know what it means. It's probably saying that we're trying to create the same class, and one of our namespace already has a class that's called scene loader, so maybe it's getting confused on which one to use. So input and very initial scripting, I'm trying to modify original activity trigger so that when my first person controller enters a box light, it should turn on light, but for whatever reason, not working. If anyone, let's see. Apparently you forgot to close the curly brackets braces on the trigger function. You can't have two scripts with the same name in your project if there's another activate trigger script. But we only have one. This is my only script. Wait, what? Why isn't it updated? Wait, What? Why is there two? I remember only creating one. That's odd. Alright, so wonder what happened there. So we have one here. I'm confused. What? But this is acids. Oh, right. Wow. Well, I guess it's time to test my knowledge. So first we gotta use the namespace. So using Unity engine.scene management, and then we're gonna create an integer to hold the current index value, or current scene index, what it was, and that'll be the scene manager dot get active scene, and then build setting. Settings or setting? I don't know. And then we're going to make a public method. Public void. Actually, no, I think that's supposed to be part of public method. Load next scene. And then we're going to take this. Takes the current scene, and then now we're going to increment it. So scene manager dot load screen. I think that's the word. Or load scene. Load scene will be current plus 1. So now we gotta find that other. Oh, here it is. I guess it didn't make a copy of it. So now scenes. Wait, what? Scenes does not contain a definition for build setting in the. So it is build settings. Cool. Oh. Did I get that right? Alright, I'm just gonna look at what they did again. Build index. Oh. Wow. Almost. I was almost there. No more settings. Errors. Are we good? Good. Alright. So now, this is the last thing I'll do, and I'm going to end it since I didn't realize it's already been 30 minutes. So, the scene loader. No, we go to start button, and then edit the on click. We grab the scene loader and we place it here. And to our function, we go to scene loader, and then load next scene. Let's just see how it looks like for now, if it works. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna end it here now.